Okay, welcome back. Last time we started up Duelists of the Roses, assigned our deck to be the Cruel deck, which is commonly considered to be one of, if not the absolute worst, and dueled Weevil first in Chester, managing to very slowly take a win against his basic insect deck. So, today we're going to start by going to Tewkesbury and dueling Rex Raptor. The Rose Duelist, I'm not impressed. In fact, I'll crush you to a pulp with my dinosaur deck. So, Rex Raptor has dinosaurs. This is, obviously, it's kind of his namesake. But hey, so, here's the thing. Weevil played Dungeon Worm in that duel we had with him. I couldn't win Dungeon Worm from him, but it would have been great if it could, because Dungeon Worm can just walk right through the labyrinth. Labyrinth tiles are impassable, unless you have certain monsters. A few monsters can, but most monsters can't go through the labyrinth tiles. Also, on his stained glass, we have the Sword Arm of Dragon, the Two-Headed King Rex, Crawling Dragon number 2, Mega Zowler, and Uraby. Also, apologies if I mispronounce any names of anything in this game, but hey, it's fine. Hopefully. And also, that's not a bad opening hand, not gonna lie. So I am going to... Honestly, I think I'm just gonna keep Ushioni in hand. I'll keep Ushioni in hand, powered up with the Fiend Castle again, and then I think the Call of the Haunted strat's probably my best bet. I think the Call of the Haunted strategy is probably my best bet again. So, pretty much, the strategy I used to beat Weevil was Oh wait, I have another idea. I can also just summon Dragon Zombie here. That's also a play. So, pretty much, the strategy that I used in order to beat Weevil was I played, whatchamacallit, I played Ushioni, I powered it up with Fiend Castle, and then I activated Call of the Haunted. So it got the 500 point boost from the Fiend Castle, then I changed its type to be Zombie, so it wouldn't take the decrease that it would get naturally, as a result of being in, whatchamacallit, because it was in the forest, and normally in this game, Fiends lose points in the forest. So I'm just gonna put Mechanical Snail there, and put Solitude there, because realistically, none of these guys are the star of the show, let's be real here. Fortunately, after we beat Rex, we gain access to a couple of very, very helpful little things. Also, if I fuse these, this will give me Metal Dragon, which is a machine, which will be up to 2350, which should be able to hit over most things that Rex can play. It won't hit over two things, though. It won't hit over Practical. Which will have 2400 attack points. And it won't hit over Brachioradus, which will have 2700 attack points. Normally they're 1900 and 2200 respectively, but obviously because of the Wasteland field, they gain an additional. Okay, Stainstorm will just kill my Metal Dragon. Stainstorm is basically a destroy all machine-type cards on the field. Stainstorm destroys all machine-type cards on the field. Rex also carries Breath of Light and Eternal Rest, which are effectively the same cards, but for zombies and for rocks. So, obviously, not exactly the most ideal thing for me to have to really worry about, but hey, we'll manage. In addition to all of that, actually, yeah, Eternal Rest might be an issue. But yeah, Brachioradus is the most powerful card he can summon, and it'll have 2700 attack points. So if I power up Ushioni and then, turn it into a zombie, it'll be on 3150 here. However, obviously I can't currently do that, but hey, I'll eventually get there. It'll be on 3150, and it should be able to kind of just tear him apart. Also, he now has to run away. Either that or just attack and destroy my Dragon Zombie. Because my Dragon Zombie has 2100 attack points and is right next to him here. And the fact that he didn't attack tells me that he probably can't hit over it. Or that it wasn't a monster at all. Interesting. Honestly, I can afford to move Phantom Dewan forward, because Phantom Dewan is really not all that much of an issue for me. I'll just put Shadow Spectre down here, because Shadow Spectre isn't really going to do a whole lot. However, I do think there was 2 listed in the deck, so who knows, I might get some use out of it. And if nothing else, I think he's throwing here, because I now kind of just block him in. I think Rex may be throwing here, because, yeah, he loses very soon. So I can just put Call of the Haunted down here. I can put Call of the Haunted down there. And I can just wait for him. I can just wait on this all day. However, here's the thing. So this is the dangerous game that you always run the risk of playing in Duelists of the Roses. So, you can win quickly. Or you could... Basically, you can win quickly and effectively, or you can play it slower and more methodical. Okay, that's just a bear trap. That's not ideal for me, but hey, we'll manage. So, here's the thing with that. If I move forward here, he can only summon behind himself. And I can just flip Shadow Spectre face up, and that will power up one Shadow Spectre. Now I can flip the other one face up, and that'll power up the other Shadow Spectre, and they will both get the benefits from it themselves. Phantom Dewan gets to move over that. Has he played any cards I really want yet? He has not. Which kind of scares me a little bit. So what I actually want to do, I could finish the duel right now, but I'm going to actually wait it out and try to just get through a few more cards from him. But I don't think he actually has... I don't think he has anything. Honestly, if nothing else, I can chase him down. I can chase him down if I have to. Also, I can just kind of play Ushioni here. I can just play Ushioni and I'll be good to go, I think. Because he can't really do anything to me. I don't need to worry about anything. I do want him to play more cards, though, because, you know, he's barely played anything, and I've kind of just like, stomped him into the dirt. Like, he just hasn't been playing cards. Okay, I'll just flip Call of the Haunted, I suppose, attack and finish him off. Because, actually no, I'll give him one more turn. I'll give him 1 or 2 more turns to summon something, anything. Rex, do you want to play a card? Do you want to play a card in this card game? I guess not. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to finish it. I'm not even going to finish off his life points. I'm just going to let him surrender. Basically, if you find a situation where you box in the AI completely and they can't summon anything in like that, they will just surrender and you win. Honestly, I always thought that winning via surrender, it had a certain je ne sais quoi to it. I don't know if that's the correct use of the term je ne sais quoi, but here we are. So, here's the thing. I want to win Stainstorm. Stainstorm is like the best card I can win here currently, because I can get benefit out of it in a future duel. Will I actually win it? Probably not, but we'll see what we can do. Well, we got 2-headed King Rex. If nothing else, that's pretty solid. Now, Stainstorm is next to Raised Body Heat, so as soon as Trachodon... Very good, there's Stainstorm. I kind of want to get Raised Body Heat, I think. No, wait. I should try to get Mammoth Graveyard. Fantastic, I got Mammoth Graveyard too. Mammoth Graveyard, if it works like it did in Forbidden Memories, if I fuse that with a zombie, I should be able to summon the Great Mammoth of Gouldfine, and that should be able to do a lot for me. Okay, so, what? Me? Lose? I don't believe it. So, with that is White Rose card number 2 acquired. And also, I now have access to probably the 2 most important people in this playthrough. We now have access to Exeter, where the Necromancer hangs out. He has a whole bunch of zombie cards. And more importantly, we can go to St. Albans, where the Darkness Ruler is, and he has so many Fiend cards. This guy is the single most important person for this deck. If I can beat him, and then beat him a few more times, I can make this deck super powerful, potentially. However, we're going to start by heading on over... Actually, I'm going to change the deck around just a little bit. I want to get a couple of new cards in here. So, let's see what we can get. Also, Stainstorm has a very high cost, but this could come in massive against Bandit Keith, which is why I wanted it. So, let's take out... what am I never going to use? I'm going to keep these in because they're super low cost, but I want to get rid of a couple of my useless cards. I will get rid of Masked Sorcerer, and I'm keeping these in. I don't like Aya very much, but it's pretty strong, so I'm going to keep it anyway. And I'll also get rid of Necrolancer the Time Lord, I think. And I'll put these in, and I'll put in these two dinosaurs. Now, will they be super helpful? Probably not, but at the same time, I just like having a little bit more variety, and being able to get, you know, actual benefit from a field that I'll be seeing fairly regularly is kind of nice. So, off we go to Exeter. My zombie deck hungers for a taste of you. So, we are now fighting the zombie, so we are now dueling Bonz and his zombie deck. So, in true Bonz fashion, his deck leader is the Pumpkin, King of Ghosts, and his stained glass window stuff is Pumpkin, King of Ghosts, Armored Zombie, Dragon Zombie, Clown Zombie, and finally Corroding Shark. I'll be honest, Corroding Shark probably wouldn't have been my first choice as for that, but hey, I guess that's the game we play. And that is a really solid opening hand, because I can fuse these two straight away and summon up Cybersaurus. Cybersaurus has 2300 attack points because of the Wasteland field. Normally it would be an 1800, 1400 attack point defense point monster. No special effect or anything, but you know, it's kind of just nice to have. However, this is also the point in the game where we start seeing people use other strategies. So Bonz is going to have some strategies because his deck leader has other effects to it. For example, it has extended support range, and zombie monsters near the Pumpkin will be made more powerful. Unfortunately for me, I don't think that also applies to my monsters that go near him. Like, if I summon a zombie, I don't think I get the benefit. Which isn't exactly ideal, but I also understand why it's like that. Also, I can't hit anything over 3150. 3150 is like the absolute upper limit that my deck is capable of. So, yeah, if I end up having to fight something that goes over 3150, I am in a bad spot. Also, I'm going to flip Sparks. It's going to do absolutely nothing because it does 50 damage. What a worthless card. Like, that and Hinot Armor, genuinely get them out of this deck as soon as possible. Okay, I'm going to play Dark Titan of Terror, and I'm going to keep a hold of my more powerful fiends and then, you know, call of the hunt of them, basically. However, I do need to be a bit careful because I also don't know exactly what the range is. I don't know what the range is on the extended support of the Pumpkin. I imagine it probably extends to the water, but I don't know. And either way, I probably should try to play this at least a little bit safely. Also, I don't know why I'm bothering to put my monsters into defense mode and flip them face up, but hey, here we are. Now, once I beat Bonz, though, I'll actually get... Okay, that is a Skelgon. That's pretty bad for me. So that is on 2700 on the Wasteland, meaning I'm in a pretty bad spot with that. Also, Bonz has a much lower kind of deck cost. Bonz has a lower deck cost, and as a result, he kind of relies a bit more on power-up cards. Like, he will have 3 copies of Violet Crystal or something in his deck. I don't know if he has exactly 3 copies, but I wouldn't be too surprised if he did. So Scalgon will attack and destroy our 3-headed Guido. However, because it is now off that, it's now our time to move in. Okay, Dokuroizo of a Grim Reaper. Okay, so he powered up Dokuroizo with 2 power-up cards. Interesting choice to power up something so weak, but okay. I don't know, there is definitely merit to doing it that way. What's its effect? Okay, it can just move without setting off trap cards. That isn't something I really need to worry about. But now we can power up Ushioni with the Fiend Castle, and I can take out Skelgon. So that is a pretty substantial hit. I mean, I say a pretty substantial hit. It's only 450 life points, but I guess it's... Well, it's a substantial hit in the sense that I have a powerful monster on the field now that can actually maybe go toe-to-toe with some of his more powerful creatures. And once I turn all of my zombies... Well, and once I turn all of my fiends into zombies, then they can take over the Wasteland. And when my monsters take over the Wasteland, this could get a little bit dangerous for him. So I'll play the Bistro Butcher just here for now, and I'll leave him. I'll leave him just there for now, and he should be okay until Dokuroizo attacks, probably. But I can probably get him to safety, and Ushioni should get to him before Dokuroizo does. And if not, I have misplayed horribly. Fortunately, even if I have misplayed horribly, fortunately, it's not like it's the most powerful card in my deck. And there's the Call of the Haunted. Also, I'm going to keep Fiend's Hand I'm going to keep Fiend's Hand in hand, just for now, just in case. Now, let's move the Bistro Butcher forward, because that'll go to 2300 when it goes on there. However, the problem is, I don't really know what... obviously, I don't know what all of his monsters are, but I definitely know that I need to be a bit careful with them, because if they are close to the Pumpkin, they get more power. And I don't think my monsters get a positive benefit from his deck leader. Now, I may be entirely wrong. I am 99.9% sure that I'm right, but you know, there's that slight, tiny, minuscule hint of doubt that maybe the game would be kind enough to just boost my monsters when the game will not boost my monsters when he attacks me. I know that for a fact. Like, to believe anything otherwise would be nothing but a pipe dream, basically. Now, I think it may be time to just summon not to summon Ushioni, but I think now is probably the best chance I'm gonna get. Like, I have Nakut, I have Ushioni, and I have Bistro Butcher. It's not the most power... Actually, no, wait. I know what I'll do. I'll wait one more turn, I'll bait him onto here, and then the Bistro Butcher can just attack... the Bistro Butcher can then just, you know, turn around and take out Dokuroizo. I think I'm okay. Never mind, I might have bought myself another turn as well. Honestly, for a while I thought zombies should... Honestly, I think zombies should be weaker on the meadow. I don't know. To be totally honest, every now and then I do forget which one makes spellcasters weaker. Like, I always remember that spellcasters are weaker... Like, I remember that spellcasters are weaker on one of them and zombies are on the other. But for a while I always forgot which it was, as to whether it was spellcasters that were weaker on mountains or the meadow. It is zombies are weaker on mountains, and spellcasters are weaker in the meadow. And now I think is probably the best time for me to play this, unless I draw either Air Eater or King of Yami Makai. But now, I think it's finally time for me to start playing a bit of offense. Because, realistically, I think this is probably going to be my best chance. So, I now flip the Call of the Haunted to turn all of my monsters into zombies. Which means it's time to maybe get a little bit violent about this. So, let's play a bit more offensively here. So Bistro Butcher can just move forward. I don't know how far the boost from the Pumpkin goes, and hopefully it's close enough that I don't need to worry about it. Like, I'm really hoping that, I think it goes to the water, but I would like to believe it's not quite that far. And I want to keep Fiend Hand in hand, just in case. I'll move the Bistro Butcher here just for safety. Well, not for safety, just to put a little bit of pressure on him. And now... Oh, this works perfectly. I can move forward, attack with Ushi... Never mind, what did I just get rid of? I just got rid of another Wasteland card. That could actually been pretty helpful to me, but whatever. So I now summon Air Eater and attack Dokuroizo of Grim Reaper. Attack Dokuroizo of Grim Reaper for 200 points of damage. And we don't get Spellbound. If he'd won that fight, I think he would have been Spellbound, but I might be wrong on that. I'll be totally honest, I do kind of forget how the Spellbound effect works in terms of the monster attributes. Weirdly enough, I think I remember... Like, I think I might remember how those attributes work, like, less than how I remember the kind of the matchup system in... Like, I vaguely remember one for Capsule Monster Coliseum, but I think I probably remember the one in... whatchamacallit, Reshef of Destruction and the Sacred Cards. I think I might somehow remember that one better for no real legitimate reason. Okay, that also wasn't a monster. He now has to either attack the Bistro Butcher with whatever he has, or suffer the consequences, basically. Neck Hunter can take out Armored Zombie. Zanky can finally get put to rest, I suppose. And now, all of my zombies can just move a little closer. Aside from Air Eater, who is, I don't know, Air Eater, I guess, can pretend to be a zombie, like in Shaun of the Dead. I don't know why that was my first example for that, but that was the first one that immediately sprang to mind for me. Anyway, Shadow Ghoul. Okay, so he does have Shadow Ghoul, and the fact that... Okay, what's this? Another Armored Zombie. Okay, I think... Okay, the Armored Zombie was definitely just powered up by being near the Pumpkin. However, Shadow Ghoul would be a great card to win. I would love to win Shadow Ghoul. Because Shadow Ghoul is one of those elusive cards. It's one of those elusive cards that can enter Labyrinth tiles. And that would be huge to have. Like, genuinely, that would be a fantastic addition to my deck. That'd be a fantastic addition to my deck for some potentially very difficult upcoming duels. That, and when I get to Pegasus, I'd be able to just kind of wall them out. I'd be able to just put Wall Shadow in one place and just block off half the map. But at the same time, that would probably be a bad idea against Pegasus, because, I'll mention it again when I get to him, but Pegasus in this game loves using Tremendous Fire. It is, like, his favorite card in the world. Now, let's put this... No? Okay, let's not do that. Let's put Fiend Hand into defense mode and move in and attack with Ushi. No! No! No, 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 no! 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 I think I lose. I think I can't win now. Like, there will be ways for me to turn this back around, but this is really bad. This has suddenly gone really badly. Like, I should have known that it could have happened. I probably should have known that it would have happened. But I kind of hate the fact that it did. Okay, cool, so I guess we can win Yoronzo. Yoronzo was always such an interesting card to me, because I never saw the actual card, and like, it was one of those cards that I genuinely believed only existed ever in the Dungeon Dice Monsters arc of the anime. I say the Dungeon Dice Monsters arc, it was 3 episodes, but still. Okay, you know what, let's just move in. Let's send in the Neck Hunters. Now, Phantom Dewan could be handy here. So, let's put this down. No. Actually, yes. Let's do it this way. I'll put this down. I'll fuse Mechanical Snail into that. Summon Metal Dragon. Approach onto that. And now Shadow Ghoul might crash itself into the Metal Dragon. And if he does that, I'm in a good spot. However, that Armored Zombie is at 2500 as long as it's near the Pumpkin. And this is a problem in itself. Because if I can position it, if I position myself in a, because if I position my monster in a place where I would be able to attack, I'm open to being attacked as well. So I don't really know how I'm going to approach the rest of this duel. Because I'm in a pretty bad spot with this. Now, I guess I'll do this, and I'll move here and see just what he does, I think. And I'll just end my turn. Because I assume he'll probably move Armored Zombie closer to attack. Never mind. Never mind, he doesn't need to, because he has Clown Zombie there to attack. Okay, so what's he going to summon now? He's throwing something away. I can check what that is if I need to. Okay, he moves that away, so he probably isn't too confident about... Well, he probably isn't too comfortable with the idea of that getting destroyed. And I know for a fact... I know that the Shadow Ghoul, when it was on these tiles, didn't have the boost from the Pumpkin. So I think that should be okay. I can move Air Eater there. Now I can put Wretched Ghost of the Attic down because that'll do next to nothing anyway. And I can move Neck Hunter forward 1, move Creole along, and yeah, I'll move Metal Dragon along 1 as well. And this will take a while. This is like pretty much this is a duel where I now have to actually think really smart and tactically about this, I think. Because if I don't, I will probably just lose. However, I can get a decent couple of hits in here by the looks of things. Because Clown Zombie is about to take some damage. It's gonna take next to nothing, actually. Like, I can do a little bit of damage. I can do 250. I can do 250. I can do 500. I can do 500 damage. You know what? It's more than 0, so, it's more than 0, so let's just do it. Let's just do it this way and see what happens. Because I can, if nothing else, I can breeze through a couple more of his monsters. And I now know if they hit the water... Like, if his monsters hit the water, that's when they are effectively 100% out of Pumpkin's range. So, as long as I play, like, around the edge of his kind of sphere of influence, I think I'm good. Like, I think I'm good as long as I kind of play around his sphere of influence. And we also have Paralyzing Potion here. So, I'm gonna move Man-Eating Treasure Chest forward. I'll move Neck Hunter along, and I'll move Cruel into place here. And I'll just kind of put that there and see how he reacts. Because Bonz doesn't have all that much space to work with now. And that probably has him running at least a little bit scared. Well, not necessarily running, but, you know. He's definitely a bit more unsettled about it. That was a monster. What did that do? Okay, Wood Remains does exactly the same thing as whatchamacallit did. That is kinda good to know. Which also tells me I don't really want to mess with it, I think. I think that tells me I don't want to be messing with Wood Remains right now. Because that is a pretty strong card. So I will put Phantom Dewan down. I'll put Phantom Dewan down because it will flip face up. And I may have just found my key to victory here. Wait. That's on 1500. It's on 2000 now. He just flipped another one up. Okay, so that's on 2000. So what do I do? Because wait. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Metal Dragon can't hit through that. I'll move Paralyzing Potion to there, because maybe I find a situation where he procs it himself. Like, if he unintentionally procs that, that's okay. I can see if this is a monster that is indeed a monster of some description, but I don't know what it is. I can move Neck Hunter forward, and he can either move forward or attack Phantom Dewan, and either way that works in my favour. If he moves... Okay, he just gets rid of his other Wood Remains. This is going well. This is now entirely in my favour. Because I can keep running... Like, I can keep running that Wood Remains around all day, and he just hit his own thing with Paralyzing Potion. Meaning, Air can move forward. Neck Hunter can move forward. Attack Graveyard in the Hand of Invitation. Graveyard in the Hand of Invitation, I believe, has the same effect as Call of the Haunted, only in card form. Sorry, only in monster form. Let me just double check on that. Let's see here. All monsters are transformed into zombies. So, that was indeed another zombie. And now, I can put Masked Clown down, because why not? And now, I can close in. I can close in on him with everything else. Okay, Bonz put up a really good fight here, but Bonz did put up a really good fight. This man just summoned his own Pumpkin. Credit to him. Credit to him, I do respect summoning your own card. Honestly, I would not mind winning a Pumpkin, but hey. Actually, no way. It's his deck leader, so I can win him. So that could be huge. If I win Pumpkin, if I win King of Ghosts, that's massive. That was a Skelgon. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter to me now. Oh, because, well, he is wide open for an attack, and Metal Dragon can blow up this giant pumpkin, and we can head on home, because that was way more stressful than it realistically should have been. But hey, I will happily take a win. So with that, we win, and that is now 3 White Rose cards acquired. Monster Reborn. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of Violet Crystal in there. There's also Revival of Dokuro Rider, I see. So let's see here. What do we want? Honestly, I think I want Dark Energy. So that is... Honestly, I don't really care, to be honest. Okay, I get Revival of Dokuro Rider. I'll never use it, but it's cool that I have it now. We get... Wasteland. Could be worse, I guess. And we also get... another copy of Fiend's Hand. Okay, that's pretty bad, all things considered, but you know what? That's okay. I can work with that. Like, genuinely, I can work with that. You'd be a fool if you think you've seen the last of me. I mean, I don't need to come back and duel you again, but I will probably duel you again for more cards at some point. But, you are the second most important person for me to duel, Bones, because I still need to duel a Darkness Ruler. This guy is, like, the key to getting all of the cards I need. However, we'll be dueling him in the next episode. So I am going to quickly check on one more thing before I wrap up today's episode. I don't think I should be able to use Reincarnation just yet. I think it's every 5 duels or so you get access to it, so I can't do it just yet. A zombie, a machine, and an insect. You know what? Do I have any machine cards? I do. Maybe I could try doing that. You know what? If nothing else, I can use it. If nothing else, I'll take any excuse I can to get Majin Gun out of the deck. So let's see here. I'll put in Basic Insect. And I need a... no, wait, it was a... What was it? It was a zombie, a machine... A zombie, a machine, and an insect. Okay, so I guess I just need to take out one more card, so I'll get rid of one of these. And put in Revival of Dokuro Rider. And next time, I will attempt to summon it at some point. Will it be useful? Probably not, but hey, we'll see if we can do it. Key term, we'll see. But I'm going to save and end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time, where we'll go and duel the Darkness Ruler, and then we can have the power up. Then I guess we can have the power up arc for our deck. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.